Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic, and this is another reaction for Hanamonogatari. It is episode 3, and you know what to do as always. If you want to see the reaction itself, go down into my descriptions. You will find links, replace the circumflex dot parts with real dots, and enjoy the reaction. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear out my thoughts about this episode. So, see you soon. For those that came back, welcome back. Now, that was a very short episode, once again, at least it always feels like. And I may be wrong, but there are just 2 people in this episode right now. It's those 2 in the picture here. So we have Numachi, Puka, and we have, I always want to say Suruga. Is that right? Have to check. I'm really bad with names. Kambaru Suruga, that it is. Monkey Paw. So, the Devil's Paw, as we know now. So there was the meetup that we kind of needed again. And it was a little bit strange, you know, because she just waited for her in the classroom. So I had kind of thought that we would have more of a follow-up or finding each other. But instead we are having here someone who really wants to be found, who wants to talk to Suruga. She is strange, no question there. So Numachi has her very own reasons, I guess. But there has to be more. I mean, she collected the arm now, so she has the devil arm. There is no more need to talk to Kambaru. She just could leave now. You know, she has what she wants. Except for the fact that Kambaru is following her around. Maybe that's a problem. But she has the leg, she has the arm. She mentioned that she has more. So there might be additional parts who are devilish now. Question is which one. I'm not sure. So I can only guess. We had... There was a little ring in the moment when she talked about that she has more than just the leg. Like there's more of a devil than on my body than just the leg. Sure, it could be the devil part. It could be a different meaning of something bad happened before, which is devilish. So I guess we will hear about it in the story. And I realized that she took some kind of pills. I'm not sure what that was, because I don't know it. But you could see the package, and you could see there was something written on it. So I guess some of you know what it is. It could be just some sweets, but it could be like painkillers as well. So we'll have to check that one out as well the next times. She did a nice little and very long basketball game. Both of them against each other, and they are more neither equal, as it seems. And they both played with some kind of passion, fire, against each other. And that's, I mean, it's a little bit like a mating ritual. I really have to see that. And the fact that they later on went for this here, for this kiss scene, sure made it even more like that. However, after the game was over, and this short moment here, there was a moment when Numachi clearly showed that by owning the devil parts, she is bodily completely OP compared to Kambaru. So she could jump higher, she could possibly run faster and everything, and she just didn't use it in the game against her before. Which, as I said, there are reasons. There has to be something more. She's playing with her a little bit like a cat with a mouse. And I ask myself, why? What is in there for her? Why does she still talk to Kambaru? Why does she still kind of plays with her? And even she said that she's way a bit more into girls than boys. So I think there might be more. There might be the option for more. However, right now they are on a very complicated road, because Numachi has her very own secret, and she behaves in many ways very negative, and she admits it. She even is okay with being someone who's not nice. So we will see. She tested Kambaru if she would be interested in her, and now she knows that Kambaru is. She's not denying it. She would have allowed a kiss there, so she would have at least tried if there would be an option for more. She was kind of nice to Kambaru. I have to admit it, because when she took the arm, as she said herself, she left the part of the soul that was taken due to the first wish. She left in Kambaru, so she kind of healed her. And I think if it is true what she says, that she chose to do so, she could have done it otherwise. So I guess she tried to be nice there. But she's not willing to admit it completely, that she is possibly having some feeling for Kambaru, or just being nice. I don't know. Ask myself if there will be more devil parts appearing in future episodes, the ones that she mentioned she already has, or if there are other people she will follow for them. I guess they will kind of solve it, possibly, during the next episodes. But yeah, we will see. I like way more the talk about her past. So this moment here was a nice one. It was an interesting one, but I liked way more when she talked about her past, because that's once again a bit of an analyzation of human emotions and human behavior. So she is kind of a prodigy. She was kind of really good in something. In her case, when it came to sports, everything that had to do with her legs. So she was really good at soccer. She was as good as at basketball due to her legs being fast, and she was able to build up a good defense due to that. But being a girl at soccer who was able to beat the boys of her own age, as she said, she became kind of shunned, so the people did not like her, the boys. It's a problematic thing. We live in a time where the question is in the air about where's the position in life for everyone. And when it comes to gender equality is one of the big things we have in this decade, the last one as well. I mean, more neither since the 1960s, 1970s, it was flower power and everything. There it already began. Some might say way before suffragettes in England, 1920, around 1900, I think, maybe a bit before. And it is a constant theme we will have possibly all our lifetime. So, and boys being beaten in soccer by a girl of their age brings us back to this moment. Nice would be if they would be like, yeah, you're a good player, cool. But in general, it's not like that. Why? Because they are feeling overwhelmed, and they feel weakened if someone is better. And if it would have been a boy, he would just have been a good player, and they would be angry about it, but that's it, you know? Thus, it was a girl. They are not just only angry, but they're more like pissed, you know? Because then we are falling back to these old schemes of a boy should always be stronger and faster than a girl, which in general might be true, but doesn't have to be true. There are a lot of really strong women out there. So they pick that up a bit here. Her decision to change the game, in the meaning of changing the game she plays and trying to not show so much of this talent she has, but instead trying something more difficult, is kind of avoiding the problem, which is sad, which is not a good thing. That's not the way it should be. In my opinion, she should have stayed in soccer. She should have become, I don't know, captain of the Japanese soccer team, because she's good, and go for it, girl. That would have been nice, but it didn't. So, but it is, as I said, a small journey into how man, in the meaning of mankind, humanity, works when it comes to people being better at something. If someone is better in something, there are many ways it can go. Sometimes they rise to the top. and either on their very own power or because they're protected and helped by others who just keep the masses away. And sometimes they fall, and as strange as it is, we humans like to see the mighty fall. So if there's someone who's really good at something, we somehow feel good about if he or she fails. Because we are then like, yeah, you were better than me in that, and even you didn't do it, so you're not so much better. It's a thing of finding our own level, of lifting ourselves up on their costs. Not a good one. Yeah. She talked about the scene in the hospital. So after she failed, there we are. She failed. She broke her leg. Everyone got informed that she broke her leg and possibly will never play again, and everything. There's a moment when one of the mighty falls down. There's a moment of, yeah, nice. And then you can, go to her and like pat her on the back. You're below us now. I can help you now. Now I'm better than you. It's an interesting concept they bring in here. I like it that they bring concepts like that in, because it enriches the story. It makes me think. That helps a lot. And she had one of the girls coming to her to okay, I'm very sorry for the wording now, but that's a wording I'm using in personal life for this kind of behavior as well. She vomits out her problems over her. It's sure she talked and everything, but it's this moment where you can leave it all out, because this person kind of cannot defend against it, and she's no risk, no threat to you. If she would have still been a good player, or someone who's more accepted in society, you should be watching out what you say, because it could be used against you. But thus, Numachi more neither lost everything, and she was on the downward spiral. This other girl felt like, yeah, I can punch it out. You can have those informations, this bad things from me, things that do not go right in my life, and I got it off my chest, which helps. Telling someone if you have problems really helps, as strange as it is. And that's it, That it then turned around, and she promised to help, and it did something for her. That's an additional thing, but you couldn't see that before. So this going to someone who's below you and then pushing your own problems on this person as well is not such an uncommon thing. It's very general. So that was interesting to hear a bit of this background story, and that she was even able to convince her parents to move away and everything. And now she's back. So the hearing negative stories, hearing problems of others gave her joy. I can make some sense out of it. If you are down, or if you are having problems of your own, it's very often that you feel like everyone around you, everyone else, is having such a better life than you, which is mainly because we only we know each other so good as we do. No one could know me as good as I do. So I know of my inner demons, inner devils here, of my problems, of my conflicts, of moments when I struggle and everything. But I don't show it to the outside all the time. But I know they are there. So for me, I know I have, let's say, 10 problems, 10 issues, whatever. I only show one of them to the outside as example. Everyone else has 10 problems as well, and they only show one. So you are feeling like everyone has only one problem, I have 10. The thing is, everyone thinks that. So when you're down now and someone comes to you and tells you, I have so much problems in my life, and they really vomit it all over you, they give you all of their problems, all 10. There is this moment when you realize, I'm not the only one who's having problems. That's cool. And by realizing that, you lift yourself up only a slightly bit. But that is, I think, the honey she means. it feels good for her to realize others are having problems as well. That's it. So easy. She's aware it feels good for her. I'm not sure if she has analyzed it so much why. It's possibly not a good thing, as we already mentioned. But well, whatever. Now the question is, when and how did the devil parts come in? Because in the story so far, they are not included. So we will hear that the next time. And seeing that Numachi kind of threatened Kanbaru, she did not say she would do something to her bodily, but she said, wouldn't you either really want to not hear it? Because then you can still have friends and everything, and a love life in the future and everything. Which sounds like her story will make Kanbaru so depressed or I don't know what, that she will kind of lose her life or her will to live. It may be another threat as well, but I guess that's what it is. We will see next time. Maybe we will have a real kiss then and not a pick on the chest. So, that's it from me this time. I hope you did like it. I did for sure. And until the next time, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.